Hi everyone, welcome to the episode 17 of XCA Podcast, a series of bite-sized tips and tricks that you can use in any of your project. In this video, we're going to learn on how to secure data stored in user document directory. We will implement data encryption using Apple Secure Enclave as well as digital signing using HMAC. Storing sensitive data such as payment transactions, message, health data, game score, and many more using plain text or JSON is not secure. The data can be exploited by bad actors. They can steal your personal information for fraud. Let me show you a simple demo of how unencrypted data stored in user document directory can be tampered if the actor has access to unlock your iPhone. Here I have a simple app that stores the wallet balance of the user in the document directory. It's stored as a plain JSON file. I can use third-party tools such as iMazing or even Xcode to access the document directory. Let me use Xcode. So here in the devices and simulator window, I can select the associated app that I want to access the document directory. Click this button and select download container, and let me just save it to desktop. Okay, so here in the desktop I can simply click the show package contents, click app data, and here this is the document directory, and here I can open this balance containing the JSON. So this is the data stored as a plain JSON file. I can simply change the amount of the balance here, I can modify it, and I can simply just replace the one that's stored in the iPhone. Okay, I can simply click here and select replace container and select this to replace the document directory that I have modified. Okay, and here in the app I can simply load it, and you can see it's loaded the document directory that have been tampered from Xcode. Okay, so let me just show you as well the one with the encrypted data. So this is the one with the encrypted data, and let me show you the format of the encrypted data. So this is the one. Can select download container, save it. Okay, and click show package contents, click app data documents, and I can click this balance. And if you see here, this is the format of the encrypted data, and it's not readable by human. Okay, even if I try to tamper this, it will fail because when it is being accessed by the app, it will verify the signature using the HMAC, and it will fail if it's already been tampered. Okay, so let me show you. If I try to replace this, okay, place, and if I try to load it, look, it fails because the data has already been tampered and it's not matching the HMAC key that we have stored in our secure enclave and keychain. Okay, so that's basically the feature that we are going to build securing the document directory by adding the encryption using secure enclave as well as signing using the HMAC. Okay, now let me explain to you the flow of how we will encrypt and sign the data to secure it in document directory. So here I have provided this slideshow. First, let's talk about the secure enclave. So it is a hardware-based security module built into Apple devices. The job is to keep your cryptographic keys safe. Think of it as a digital vault where your private keys are locked away and never leave the device. That's right, no app or even the operating system can touch them. Next up, HMAC or Hash-Based Message Authentication Code. It's a way to verify data authenticity and integrity using a secret key. Imagine sealing an envelope with a wax stamp. If the seal is broken, you know that the message was tampered with. So, how do we combine these two for ultimate data security? Let me break it down step by step. First, the secure enclave generates a private key, and this key never leaves the hardware. It's protected at all costs. Then, we encrypt sensitive data using a semantic encryption algorithm like AES-GCM for confidentiality. And now to ensure the data hasn't been tampered with, we compute an HMAC using the secret key stored securely in the keychain. And finally, for added authenticity, the keychain will create the digital signature using the HMAC with this private key. This ensures the data come from a trusted source, which is you. So why use this approach? Let's highlight the benefits. First, confidentiality. The data is encrypted with the industry-leading algorithms. Integrity. HMAC ensures that no one tampers with your data. Authenticity. Digital signatures prove the data source is legit. Hardware-level security. The secure enclave locks everything down tight. Okay, so that's the brief overview of how we will secure the data in the user document directory. You can download the starter and completed project from the GitHub repository. So here I already opened the starter project. So the starter project contains the starter app where the user can input the balance in a text field, and there are two buttons, save and load. The save will persist the balance to the document directory, and the load will fetch the balance from the document directory using this document data manager. So basically it's just using the file manager default URLs for document directory to save and also to load. Okay, so currently the starter project stores the data as a plain JSON text. Okay, which can be read by the one that has access to it. Okay, now let's begin the implementation. First, let's begin by creating a new Swift file. Okay, and give it a name of Secure Enclave Manager. Okay, so here we need to also import CryptoKit. Okay, and also the security framework. Okay, and now let's declare a struct for this secure enclave manager. Okay, so this secure enclave manager will be used to encrypt and decrypt the data using keys generated and stored by the secure enclave. So let's begin by declaring a constant key tag, okay, string, and create an initializer that can be injected with the key tag. Okay, now basically this key tag will be used to associate the app with the private key that we store in the secure enclave. Okay, so private provide your own unique key tag for your own application. Okay, let me just provide this one recommended by the Xcode compilation. So first let's create a method to fetch the private key from the secure enclave. Okay, let's give the name of get private key throws stack key, an object that represents a cryptographic key. Okay, so in here let's make this private first, and let me just copy and paste this to save time. Okay, and explain it to you one by one. So basically first we create a dictionary to query containing all the attributes that we want. So the sec class will be this key sec class key constant, and the attribute application tag, which will be our key tag, okay, that we pass in here. And the return ref is true. The attribute key type, in here we use attribute key type SCSC prime random, okay, for the attribute key. And in here we just use this sec item copy matching, passing the query, okay, as well as the pointer to this item to get the private key from the secure enclave. And if it fails to fetch, then we just throw an error. Okay, if it is succeeded, they just cast this item as cryptographic key, sec key. Okay, and the second method is basically the method to generate the private key. Okay, private func generate private key. Okay, this is also the throwing method that returns a cryptographic key. So let me just copy and paste this as well to save time and explain it to you. So first we check if the key already exists by invoking this method that we have created before, that private key, that will query the private key from the secure enclave hardware. Okay, if this exists, then we just return the key. Okay, if it failed, then we will create the key from the asking the secure enclave, create the attributes. Okay, the attribute key type will be this ACSC prime random. This is the elliptic curve key, and the size in bits is 256. And the attribute token ID, we use this attribute token ID secure enclave to make sure this is stored in the secure enclave. Okay, not in the keychain. And private key attributes, it's permanent true, and application tag to associate the application with the key that will be stored in the secure enclave hardware. Okay, and this will be only accessible when the device is unlocked. Okay, and also continuing on, we just use this method sec key create random key, passing the attributes. Okay, and if it fails, we just throw an error, and if it succeeded, we just return the private key. Okay, and the last one is the method to basically get the public key given the private key. So this is very simple actually. We can simply use this sec key copy public key, passing the private key, and it will give us the public key. Okay, and so these are all private method. Okay, so the public methods will be just the encrypt and decrypt. Now let's begin by implementing the encrypt. Okay, let me copy and paste this as well and explain it to you. So the encrypt, so first we declare the private key by, this should be generate private key, by invoking generate private key. And if you see the generate private key, it will check if it already exists, it will just return the one, and if it don't exist, it will create a new one in the secure enclave associating with the application key tag that we provide. And next, if we already got the private key, we can just ask the public key given the private key. And finally, we just can encrypt using this sec key create encrypted data, passing the public key and passing this encryption standard, ACS encryption standard X963 SHA256 AES GCM for the algorithm. And then we just pass the data by just bridging it to CF data and passing the pointer of error. Okay, and if it is error, we just throw an error. If it is succeeded, then we return the encrypted data. Okay, that's it for the encryption method. And next one is the decrypt method. Okay, so the decrypt method accepts data, encrypted data that will be decrypted, as well as the private key. So here we can simply use this method sec key create decrypted data, passing the private key and the algorithm that we want to use to decrypt, which is the ACS encryption standard that we use to encrypt in here, and passing the encrypted data casted as CF data. Okay, if it is succeeded, we just return the decrypt data by bridging it as a standard Swift data. Okay, so this is basically the secure enclave manager that will help us to encrypt and decrypt the data. Okay, now let's move on to the data signature using HMAC. Okay, create a new Swift file again and give the name of HMAC data sign manager. Okay, in here we just need to import the CryptoKit and just basically declare this struct HMAC data sign manager. Okay, this will be used to add digital signature to the encrypted data before we persist that to the document directory, and when we load, it will verify the signature from the data stored in the document directory. Okay, as simple as that. First, let's also pass the key tag. This is basically the key tag that will be used to associate the app with this key, HMAC key that we will store in the keychain. Okay, this we will store in the keychain. We won't be storing this in the secure enclave. Okay, and just give the name that you want. Okay, for this tag. Okay, and now let's create several helper methods as well to help us generate the HMAC keys. First one is the method to store the HMAC key in the keychain. So basically this method just accept the data, and in here we just create a dictionary for the query. The set class is just the generic password, the attribute account, which is the key tag to associate this with the application, and the value data is the data that we pass in the parameter. And then we can simply just delete the previous one and just add the new one here using sec item delete and sec item add. And the next method, let's make this as private as well. Next method is a method to fetch the HMAC from the keychain. Okay, let me copy and paste as well, and fix the indentation, make this private, update this to use GitHub. Okay, and same query, and we can just use this sec item copy matching, passing the query and the pointer of the item. So if the status is success, we just convert this cache this item as Swift data, and then we initialize a symmetric key passing the key data. Okay, that will be the symmetric key for the HMAC. And now the final one is to create a method that generates HMAC key if it doesn't exist. Okay, again make this private. First we check if the stored key already exists in the keychain. Using the get HMAC key, we just return that. If not, we just create a new symmetric key using this size bits 256, and then we just convert this to data and then store the HMAC key in the keychain and return the new key. Okay, and now let's create a method to basically sign the data. So here's the method. So this is the encrypted data that we want to sign. Okay, this will invoke the generate HMAC key method, and then it will basically create the HMAC, passing the data and as well as the key, and then it's going to just combine the encrypted data and the HMAC signature in here and return the signed data. Okay, so we will call this after we encrypt the data and before we store it in the document directory. We will sign it. Okay, now the method to validate the signature. Okay, this validate HMAC. So after we get the data from the document directory, we will validate it first before we decrypt. Okay, so it accepts the stagnant data, and then this is just the method that will split data into encrypted content as the HMAC signature, and then we validate the HMAC using the key that's stored in the keychain, okay, that we used to sign before, and we basically check if the computed HMAC is equal to the stored HMAC. Make sure they are equal. If not, then the HMAC validation fails because the data has been tampered with. And finally, we just return the encrypted data. so it can be decrypted later using the Secure Enclave Manager. So that's the implementation for the HMAC Data Sign Manager. Okay. Now for the final one is we will create the Secure Document Data Manager. Okay. So it will be similar to this, but we will make some changes, particularly to encrypt and sign the data before we persisted that. Okay. So create a new C file and give it the name of Secure Document Data Manager. Okay. So here import foundation, import CryptoKit, and also import security. Okay, and just declare struct secure data manager, secure document data manager, and here we need to declare two constants. This one is secure enclave manager. Okay, secure enclave manager used to encrypt and decrypt, and HMAC data sign manager used for the sign, creating the digital signature and verification of the signature. Okay, and let's also copy the method to get the URL, document directory URL here, and we will basically also use the same method signature in here, but we will add additional implementation in here. So first one in the save, right? So it accepts the data and the file name. First we declare an encrypted data. So we will invoke secure enclave manager encrypt passing the data. Okay, so this is the encrypted data. And then after we get the encrypted data, we will sign this using the HMAC data sign manager. Okay, sign the data, encrypted data. So after we got the signed data, we will basically store this in the document directory given the file name that we being passed in here. Okay, sign data write to file URL. Okay, so that is for the save method. And now for the load method. Okay, for the load method, now let's get the private key. Okay, and in here we can use secure enclave manager. I think that private key in here that should not be private. Okay, let's make this just internal. So okay, get private key. So after we got the private key, this we need to continue getting the signed data. Okay, so we can just initialize the data given the URL to fetch it from the document directory, and let me update the ordering. And after we got the signed data, we need to basically get the encrypted data. Okay, by invoking HMAC data sign manager, validate the HMAC. Okay, so we pass the signed data, it will basically give us the encrypted data. Okay, so now we need to decrypt this decrypted data. So we can use secure enclave manager decrypt, passing the encrypted data and the private key. Okay, and finally we can just return the decrypted data. Okay, this should build. Okay, build succeeded, and now we can simply go back to the content view and just replace this with the secure document data manager and just initialize it using the default key tag. Okay, build succeeded. That's it for the implementation. There's one thing that I want to add before we run this. So let's go to the secure document data manager and add a print file URL so we can debug this when using simulator, the document directory where it persists the file to. And let's just run it. Okay, and we don't have balance, so let's add 2000. Save this. Okay, it should be persisted, so we can access this by copying it from here and can bring to finder and type Command Shift G and paste the URL. Okay, so this is the file. As you can see, it is encrypted, so we cannot modify it because we cannot read it as well, and if you modify it will fail to load. Okay, so that's basically the implementation of securing data directory using Secure Enclave as well as the HMAC for digital signature. So I hope you learn a lot from this video, because I also learned a lot of things regarding the algorithm to encrypt and decrypt as well as digital signature. It's a complex topic. I know it's not my domain, but I will try to explain as much as possible to you. Okay, but also learning myself. So that's it for this video. Like the video if you like, subscribe if you haven't, share it to your friends. Okay, it is helpful. And until the next video, let's keep on being a lifelong learner. Goodbye.